is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Able to fight through one tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Snell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 27, Burrow. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 6-0 our score after 1. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go. Check 43. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
45.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this one caught by Beasley. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Snell. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the gun on 3rd down. Snell steps away to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go. 11.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow able to find Higgins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. On it, Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free, and off he goes. On first down, Snell. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
11.
Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back now in Cincinnati. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Ready? 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow on play action. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And, indeed, he did not. They stop him. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. To the air again, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa...